Pranam Acharya ji. I am Anurag Sadhukan, PhD student in IIT-Madras. So my question is, what one should do if he or she has lost interest in life? मतलब कुछ भी कर रहे हैं तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्यों कर रहे हैं, और कुछ कर जो भी कर रहे हैं उससे कुछ भी मिल जाएगा तो उससे भी क्या करना है?
So that's what a young man must go into. That's the most fundamental question of life. But the way you have expressed it, it is not a question but a conclusion. What you're saying is, I don't have this question, the question has been answered, and the answer is nothing. What will I get out of all the effort I put in? Nothing. What is the point in achieving anything? Nothing. Why must I continue living at all? Well, no reason. So there is hardly any question here. You have suffocated the question. Please see that. The same words were absolutely beautiful. The words that you expressed in your question would have been absolutely beautiful had they been coming from a sense of curiosity, a center of But you're not curious. You're not inquiring. Somehow you have settled the debate too easily and too early. Is there a need? Do you understand how people operate, how our own selves operate, and how the mind has a tendency to come to easy and shallow conclusions? Have you seen that? The great thing about your statement is that the question you have asked is of tremendous value. The sad part is that it is not a question at all. You are making a declaration. A declaration is not a question. Can this remain with you as a question? What is life? Who is the living one? Why the hell do we exist at all? This is the central question in Vedanta, in all Indian philosophy, and when you go to the West in existentialism. This is the moot question. What is life all about? And I think we all bear the obligation to ask this question and remain with it all our life. And to never to settle with easy answers. Come on, tell me, what are you thinking? Because you just declared something. I want to know more.
मेरा ये कहना था कि मतलब अगर कुछ भी हम कर रहे हैं तो क्यों कर रहे हैं, और मतलब इसका
तो वही तो मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, क्यों कर रहे हैं? वो तो आप बताओगे ना, क्यों कर रहे हैं? क्यों कर रहे हो बताओ? आप ये सवाल क्यों पूछ रहे हो? Why is this to and fro happening? It started from your side, right? So you tell me, why is this to and fro thing? Without knowing why you are asking this question, you ask this question. That's impossible. There must have been something.
हाँ, मतलब जैसे मतलब कुछ भी कर रहे हैं तो मतलब वो सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं दे रहा है, मतलब फुल अपने आप को मतलब सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर पा रहे कि ये कर रहे हैं, मतलब कुछ भी पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं तो मतलब थोड़ा देर के लिए अच्छा लग रहा है, लेकिन उसके बाद फिर वही लग रहा है कि पढ़ के क्या मिल रहा है, मतलब या कुछ भी कर रहे हैं तो.
So you admit that there is a need to get satisfied. Do you?
Yeah.
संतुष्टि की कामना तो है.
हाँ,
है, ठीक है. But the way you are operating, that need is not being met. Do you see this? So you have to understand what the need actually is. You have to go into the actual nature of that need. We do not understand what we want. And when you do not know what you really want, you can go about shopping randomly and spend your entire life in the bargain. That's what most of us do, right? So you have to ask yourself, these are the things I usually go after. Will they succeed in satisfying me? The method of Vedant is of negation, neti neti. Huh? Make an exhaustive list of all the things that you have hoped to bring you satisfaction. And then ask yourself, can this succeed? Can this one? Can the next one? And so on. And once you see that none of them can succeed in spite of being given several chances, then the possibility of something new opens up, no? First of all, you have to get totally exhausted and disappointed. Let me say disillusioned. And then you'll be forced to do something new. And in that newness, there is life, there is cheerfulness, a certain vitality, a certain freshness of mind. But for that to come to you, first of all, you have to strike out all the nonsense. No point trying the same beaten route the fifth time. No point falling in the same trap the fourth time. You have done all those things over and over, again and again. Now you are simply bored. No point flogging, as they say, a dead horse. Those routes that you have been habituated towards trying do not lead you to any new, any fresh place. Those are tried and tested routes. They just offer you security. But that security does not translate into satisfaction, or does it? You are going down a beaten path. You feel secure because you see the crowd there. But is security the same as satisfaction? It is not. So you need to try out a new path. In that new path, there always is danger. But along with danger comes a certain thrill. Have you seen how your consciousness just springs up when you are threatened? You might be feeling a bit low and sleepy, and suddenly you spot a snake. What happens to you? You jump up, right? The snake is already there. You're not seeing it because probably the snake is within. So look within and you will find all those threats and dangers within. And then you will feel a certain urge to fight, to save yourself, to somehow redeem your life, because the challenge, the threat is very imminent. It has almost already consumed you. But you don't want to be consumed. We want to live on, right? And we want to have a successful and satisfied life. You're young. And when you see the threat within, the danger, that's when you leap up. And you say, no. All that I have done so far has brought me to this nonsense. I cannot continue on my old ways. This is what the old ways have yielded. Now, let me think afresh. Now let me go for something higher than security. one of the worst things in life is boredom and repetitiveness. Predictability kills. But predictability feels good to the ego. Because if stuff is predictable, then you need not worry. Live an unpredictable life. And you can do that only when you don't worry too much about the outcome. If you keep walking on the old patterns, then you'll simply be exhausted. You'll just turn lifeless from within. बहुत समझ में तो नहीं आ रहा होगा.
थोड़ा बहुत समझ में आया. मतलब कब तक ऐसे ही हर बार नया चीज ट्राई करते रहना?
आज तक कितनी बार किया है कि पूछ रहे हो कितनी बार करना है? पुरानी चीज बार बार ट्राई करने में कभी पूछा था कि पुरानी कितनी बार ट्राई करूं? You are never tired of repeating the same old stuff. But when it comes to the new, you are already asking for an upper limit to the number of attempts. If I try 4 times, is that sufficient? And all the nonsense you have already tried 400 times and are still not done with it. It's worth dedicating your life to. Give it everything that you have. That new that I am talking of here is the ultimate objective of all wisdom literature across the world. In Vedanta, that new is called Atma or Satya. New translates to Maulik, which comes from Mool. And Mool means fundamental. So I'm putting it across quite casually to you when I say, just go for something new in life. But once you embark on that route, you discover that that newness is the highest thing one can ever have in life. Most people condemn themselves to a life of repetitive boredom. Human beings acting as conditioned machines. It is a great privilege to live in newness. This will not be making much sense right now, I understand. But probably there is no other option. You have to start from here. And if you want to better understand what I am saying, you'll have to make some of these words your life. Only when you start living what I am saying will you start understanding the real meaning of these words. This is the nature of this knowledge. It cannot be comprehended just by assimilating information. It can be understood only by being, knowing via being. If you want to know it, be it.
धन्यवाद आचार्य जी.
स्वागत.